Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name's Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and you'll have to excuse me a second. I need to cough. God, professional streamer. Couldn't have done that literally before I pressed the live button. Yeah, I hope all of you who are watching and listening are doing okay. Tonight, as you can probably guess, we're going to be playing a little bit of poker. Now, there's an update that recently got posted, I think it was only a couple of days ago, saying that Stage 6, or in fact I can probably show it you here actually. Yeah, so this Stage 6, which was previously the highest rank you could achieve, is going by the wayside, so Stage 5 will be the new highest, which in a way is cool, because it means I'll be the highest rank. But kind of not how I wanted it to be. I wanted to make a push for this Stage 6, and as it turns out, there's now a time limit on this. I believe they're replacing it with some new season match thing, which you can only get into if you're in the highest rank. Yeah, like, it'll be interesting to see that when it comes out. I suppose it works off a different kind of MMR system to your normal ranked. So, I guess I can play matches without worrying about dropping down stages anymore. Which would be cool, if that is how it works. Granted, the update was posted entirely in Japanese, and my Japanese is a bit fuzzy at best, but me and some of the other people on the Poker Chase Discord, who, if you're not on there, by the way, I post links to all my streams on there, and the people on there are, you know, very amicable. I can highly recommend going there and talking to people, showing off your good hands, your bad hands, because there's plenty of people who do that on there. But yeah. Where was I before I started talking about the Discord? Oh yes, that's it. The new season match thing, where you get 10 tokens at the start of each month, and then you kind of get more tokens by winning, and you lose by losing, and you need a certain number to enter a game. Yeah, whoever has the most tokens at the end of a month, I think it is, gets some fancy titles. But that's right, and then got very impatient on this one. So basically just threw away those 2 games' work, so about net even. But did have some corkers or some hands in those. Also, actually, I guess a good thing to note before we start, I've done a couple more little audio tweaks, so I'm assuming that I sound alright. I've been talking for a little bit here now. But am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Do I sound better? Does anyone notice the difference? So do let me know if that's the case. I might just have a little check myself as well. Excuse me, well, you might hear double for a second here. If that's the case, I might just have a little check myself as well. Okay. Seem to be sounding good on my end anyway. So, I guess without further ado, audio check's done, goals established, let's just hop straight into some good old poker. We want some good, clean games, no one going in on 4-6 and winning on the back of a straight against 3 other people. Again. I'm still not over how that happened last time. Ooh. In fact, I'm so not over it, I've apparently just punched my mic. Which I might move a little bit away from myself, because I noticed it was catching a bunch of plosives at the minute. Thank you, Pop Filter, for... I mean, I guess it is doing something against that, but not enough. Yeah, I guess the third Niji Sanji event will be coming to an end as well, so if I could earn enough Niji tokens, whatever they're called, to get another gold ticket, that would be nice. Because I think I'm pretty close to one. So it would be a shame not to nab it while I can. I should have to check after this game, actually. Or can I check it now? Let's have a look. I'm on 304, so I need another 150 for this gold ticket here. Currently on 349, need 500, so 151 if we're being precise. But that's doable. You get like somewhere in the region of like 15 to 30 if you come second or first. So that's what, like a couple of games that go my way. And we should be good. Yeah, so our first table of the evening, we've got Mochi, we've got Afuron, we've got... Ooh, kanji's difficult there. We got... well, I'll read out the names in a minute. I don't think for Queen, particularly on this first hander, I'm really not sure how people play is worth doing stuff with. What is that? Don't know what the first one is. The second, then you got To, then the other kanji is land, and I don't think I know the third one, but equal. So yeah, no idea how to pronounce that up the top there. Hanakoto on the right, and D/Chi on my very right there on Debiru. 10-7, another fairly uneventful hand, particularly in this, I say particularly in this position. There was a time to bluff it. It would be right before the blinds, but people were already in. 5 king 4-4. It's an interesting flop. Basically betting on who they think has the better king. Or Mochi might just be doing small teaser bets here that isn't enough for our knight friend up the top to like fold on really. Until he puts in the big 2.5k and forces him out. So yeah, just teased a little bit of extra money out of him. I like that. We're going to 3-bet this. I don't like that people are calling in here. And we folded a couple of hands already, so I hope people should think this is strong. 8-9 suited isn't the worst hand, but I am obviously, like, relying on the straight or flush to come up. And lo and behold, they have not. Let's bet 200. If it's just 200, I'll chase it once. If this isn't a diamond, I'm leaving. And we leave those. Because there's no way I win this now. Not even worth 200. Because I don't think 9 high is going to get me a lot here. What do people have? 10-3, pair of aces, jack 8. Yeah. Surprised much you didn't bet more in a way there, but also with that many other people and with the kind of like weird betting people were doing. I can kind of see maybe not wanting to push the, you know, not wanting to rock the boat there in case he ends up hanging himself. Yeah, but anyway, A7, we're going to 3-bet this. We're going to get called by 3 people. We're going to find not really much again. I've got 2 overs to the board. This is worth 200. 2, 3. So on a 4, we get a straight. On a 7 or an ace, we get top pair. Or it could be another 2, and we get bugger all. Yeah, you know what? We'll see if ace high gets anything. I don't think it will. Pocket jacks, and they were just calling 200 on that board? I suppose, to be fair, there were like 4 people calling it, so yeah, why rock the boat? But yeah, okay, that's a very slow play. I think you could have probably got a bit more value out of that somehow. But yeah, so we stayed in a couple of hands. Mostly not had to pay too much to see them all the way to the showdown, which is definitely nice for us. Because it's given us some really good insights from the other players. It's given us the full opportunity to actually find something that hits either of our hands, which we haven't found so far, but hey-ho, you know? 70% of all poker hands are doomed to failure. Not sure it's exactly 70, or but it's a bit either side. But something in that region. Just, yeah. Not to be. Pocket 5s. Okay. Got a raise from Mochi. Under the gun as well, so that could be a bit concerning. It's only a min raise, but we got to think, what does he have here? We get a call from our knight friend, which is what I'm going to refer to the guy directly opposite me in lieu of actually being able to pronounce his name. I will call this. 3 jack 6 is a pretty good hand for 5s. I'm gonna half pot this. Okay, get a call. That's not great. Okay, yeah. King is also not cool. We get another bet here from Mochi. I do think I have to fold this one out. Yeah, we gotta fold this one out. Maybe he was trying to push me out with that there, but, you know, he was the one who initially raised. I can totally see him having jacks in a min-raise hand. I can see him having a better pocket pair than fives in a min-raise hand. Kind of more to the point there, really. We're just going to try and call this and see what happens. What happens is sod all useful. Ooh. Yeah, nope, not even for 280 am I bothering to call that. Just absolutely nothing. Getting down to about 5k down now, which sucks a bit, but you know, these things happen. Right, we're gonna 3-bet here because I don't want these people who are just calling in to keep seeing hands. And there we are, made some money back. It's as simple as that. Gotta remind people occasionally that calling is not always gonna work. Ooh. Teachy going for the raise there, and yeah, I think with enough people behind me there, it wasn't worth going to call it with ace 3, because one of the, I guess, you know, I might just knock my game volume down a little. Let me just. Oh wow, that's a new animation, I think. Or at least it's one I haven't seen before. What we got? 7 queen? Nah, not in this position. Too many other people going around it. We've got an all-in from the knight. 10-2, that's a fold. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Just put this to... There we are. Sorry, just working out where my volume settings were. Oh, they're down there now. That's helpful. Where were they a minute ago? Right, there we are. I'm going to keep that as a separate window. Just in case. Right, but back to this. 10 jack on the big blind. There we are. That's a hand to come back to after faffing around my settings a bit. It's a min raise from Afuron. Okay. Well, like, I don't need to take that risk. Like, 10 jack is good, but not like entire tournament game on the line on basically a coin flip good. 4-2, unfortunately. Not quite the same caliber as 10 jack. Kind of getting back down to that 5k down region again. King, queen, jack. Damn. A lot of hands that hit on that could call raises there. A min bet from Mochi. What can you see from Aphron? Ooh. Raises him over the top. And a call from Mochi. 7 probably doesn't do for anyone unless they have 2 hearts. So now the flush is available is probably the most that does. Or if someone has 8-9 and they're still in here for some reason. Yeah, Aphron plays the half pot. Gets himself a nice takedown there. Oh, we've got something. The queens. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna... Do I be greedy? No, I think I just 3-bet and take down the pot. There was an argument for just min raising there. And seeing seeing if people would call. But then I have to worry about if there's a single king or ace on the flop. I'm like very scared. Or, you know, straight flush potential. So I think just netting that little you know, 2 and a bit K or so. keeps me in the game a bit longer, keeps me alive to see more hands like this, which I can 3-bet. And when I seem to 3-bet, I think people are fairly trusting of me, so they're just folding out, assuming I've got something good. Ooh. On saying that, though, Knight Friend just perked up. 9 Ace 9. Okay, yeah, I'll bet this. And he folds. I thought he might. Alright, back up to 20k. With a nice little bluff there. Just, he knew I was only betting with stuff, and ace came down. Yeah. I did my best. I have an ace impression. And it sure did work. Ooh, big raise from Dichi there. Like, way over the top. 593 is the flop. All in, I'm assuming he's got, like, he must have, like, kings, aces, maybe, like, queens or jacks. Tens if he's a complete madman. Yeah, Mochi has to lay it down. That was like an instant all-in as well. And realistically, unless, like, yeah. Mochi ain't beating that unless, Oh, that was check. But it was fold. Okay, well, jack 8 jack. I'm still going to check. If the Knighty lad wants to take this one, he's more than welcome to. Not worth me fighting over a pot that small. It's better just to maintain the I am a very honest guy image, because it means I can make plays like I did with that ace earlier. Meanwhile, Knight guy can continue to act like an absolutely madman. Just like, what's the pot? What about not even a grand? Yeah, I'll go 19k into that. I mean, no one's calling him, so I guess it works, but he's only got to run into one person with, like, you know, pocket aces or ace-king suited or king-queen suited, honestly, I'd probably challenge him with. And that's just my range, which I am led to believe is a bit tighter than a lot of other players, so, you know, he's only got to get the call wrong once, and he could be in deep shit. No. That one was borderline, but I don't think I can call a 3-bet with Jack 8 comfortably. Particularly with two people, kind of after me. 8, 9. Oh, I mean, I guess a 10 would be really magical here. Although if it was a 10 of hearts, it'd be kind of sad. But yeah. No, other than that 10, which hasn't turned up. No pairs. Even if I did get my top pair, a jack came up. 2 overs to it. Flush I got to worry about. Oi. Wasn't a good looking hand, and I know it's normally like one of the golden rules of poker is never analyze your hands retroactively, but yeah, sometimes it is fun to see kind of like how things could have played out, and you know, if the theory still holds. We're gonna 3-bet this. We haven't 3-bet in a little while, so I'm gonna hope it's gonna make people fold out. Got a call from Aferon. Flop is 2 jack 6. This is absolutely something we need to go in hard on. We're gonna half pot it. Got a call. What's his move? Checks again. Right. I don't think he has the jack. I'm going in half pot again. Yep. Woo! That one made me nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I'd have a lot of faith in him not having the jack there, because I was absolutely, like, bollocked if he was. If he had it, sorry. But, yeah. Managed to pick up a tasty Blina. What was that, like? 4, 5k off him. So, after on now the short stack, I'm, actually comfortably in the lead on 26k, which doesn't feel right. I feel like for the amount of, like, kind of, for how fighty this table's felt, someone should be on, like, 30k by now. But yeah, no, as it turns out, pretty good pickups. We've got a big pot here. A single queen makes a straight, 2 spades makes a flush. There's that straight. Which, yeah. Hanakoto had anyway, because they also had the 10 in their hand. There's that 30k. There we are. Balance has been restored. 2, 3 suited now. Like, this is a hand I maybe call in with, but yeah. It's got to get through 5 other people who I have to just hope aren't raising, so. I'd rather just save the 780. Yeah, because right here it gets me what? Bottom pair. And what's probably more insulting, the worst pair in the game with the worst kicker. It's actually the single... Oh yeah, I've never thought about it that way. But it is the single worst pair in the game, that. And also there's a flush on board for, you know, anyone who's still keeping track at home, but... yeah. 10 ace takes... Ooh, with the straight. For 16k. Puts me back in the lead again, because Hanakoto just gone down to 23, lost about 6k there. 3-6, no thank you. Mochi down to a meager, like, I guess 8k, including what he put on table. Gonna go up a little bit now to about, like, what? Oh, 11.6, I was gonna say about 10, but... yeah, my math's running behind. Oh, it's because I keep forgetting the, ante. Keep getting to add the ante in. Or just look at the big pot thing on the screen, but, 8-4, no. If I pick my spots at this table, people either fold out straight away, which gets me a little bit of money, or occasionally some people will call me. And I've been known with at least Atheron to just be able to walk him down. So. Jacks. Okay, we got the hooks. See what we can make happen here. Get a raise. Right. I'll call, I'll see what the flop is. Because Jacks is too, it's too, like, good not to play. 10-10 ace. Oh. Okay. We're gonna half pot this. Get a call. Oh, that's real bad. Okay, I'm not gonna rep the flush. Part of me wanted to rep the flush, but I'm not gonna. You know what? We'll just let this rock. I don't need to bet any more on this. Kings! Ooh, okay. Ay, 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 ay. Well, there goes my lead. Not last, but, yeah. Much worse position than we are. In absolutely polar about hand to get kings on, though, when someone else is running jacks. There. For, Hanekoto, bring her up to about 34k. Current board, let's see. Flush is about. Guess there's like, board has paired, so a full house is possible. Yeah. Which is something interesting to note, actually, that I'm not sure if I mentioned on here before, but if you've got a flush and you're worried about someone having a full house to beat it in some hypothetical scenario, remember that full houses can only ever actually exist if the board's paired at some point. It's not, I don't think it's physically possible to make a full house if the board hasn't paired. So, I know, much like how you see 2 or 3, like, cards of the same suit, and you have a warning bell for, like, well, at least I do have a mental warning bell for, like, oh, hold up, there might be a flush about. Or, similarly with, like, you know, so many cards in a row, like, oh, hold up, I gotta worry about straights on these cards. Yeah, a paired board is like, oh, hold up, we've got a flushes about. Not flushes, full houses about. Right, king, queen, we're gonna min raise this. I think I need to value it a bit. Or, I guess, or that. I mean, hey, I'm back up to almost 20k, and I didn't have to put that much money into spook people, so, that's good to know for the future. I've got a hand I'm not that, you know, brilliantly invested in. Maybe I will just do that. Or maybe everyone else just had complete shite. Ah, I was so hoping for the fold there, to just have a bit more money rolling in, but, no, fair enough, Dichi. You want my 1 grand that badly that you're willing to throw your entire stack at it? You can have it, lad. Ooh, yeah, it's got an ace. And I've only got to beat one person. Who's either going to all-in me or fold, so, yeah. It's the correct time to apply pressure. 6-7? Nah. And particularly not since, old Nighty McKnightface over there is, kind of interested in the pot. Mochi going in on this. Ace, king, 8. If he's picked something that he wants to have a pair... That sentence made no sense. Let me try again. If he's picked this hand to be his last stand because it's got an ace or a king in, he's laughing. But the fact he's not just swinging here makes me feel like he hasn't. Unless he's really trying to bait, like... Okay, Mochi, you gonna fold here because you haven't got anything, or have you actually got something? He's putting you to the test. Yeah, he just didn't have it. Unfortunate, not an ace or a king in the hand you decided to, call on. But, yeah, when you get that low, you can't always wait around for a king or an ace. You've just got to play whatever you have and hope the board shapes up for you. And in that case, it did not. Yeah, Mochi is all in here with everything he owns, essentially. 8 ace plays 9-7, Mochi in the lead. Ooh, hits the pair of Knightley hits the pair of 7s here. Super unlucky. Well, completely unrelated, because I'd never have played King 5. That would have had trip 5s here, which would have been funny, but... yeah, Mochi being the first to fall in this game. And 3-7 is... Yeah, I was gonna fold anyway, Deech. You don't need to do all that. Although I see you've taken the old Nighty McKnight face strat of just slam all in occasionally. To be fair, at blinds this high, it does kind of make sense, and like the game is suggesting that I do it as well. I'll be honest, I don't like ace 5. It is suited though. No, you know what? I don't like ace 5. Like the straight is okay, I guess. But like, yeah, like if I hit a pair of aces, I've got to worry about other aces. My pair, which is my most likely hand, isn't that good. Other than that, I'm relying on like, let's see, ace 10 on the other hand, much better straight, much better, well, much, I guess. Do you actually have something to beat ace 10? Do I look you up here? I think I look him up here. Go on then. What's this all in you've got? 8 king plays my ace 10. And he gets 2 8s. Yikes. Okay. Well, I was right to look him up, but the board did not look favorably on me. Yeesh. Well, a good start going backwards. But that's just how it be sometimes. Yeah. Just thinking about that hand for a second, I guess, while I'm queuing up the next one. Was the all in the right call there? Because I feel like on ace 10, to like secure me a nice comfortable, like trip up to at least, third. I feel like that was the right, that was the right move. He just flopped trips. Part of I think the art of getting better at poker, which people struggle with, is like trying to divine if something really was like, a tactical error on your part or just, the luck element of the game shafting you. Because it's very easy, and I think I've just, yeah, it's as you say, Asura, it's like, right call, bad flop. But yeah, part of the trick of getting better at poker is learning to separate, like, when you shouldn't have any business being in a hand, given the board texture and all that kind of stuff, compared to just, things being rough. And a lot of players will say, oh, no, I was just super unlucky there, when really they, like, like, oh, I was just super unlucky. If I'd have, I had the ace of diamonds, and if exactly the king, queen, jack, and 10 of diamonds had come down, I would have won. And it's like, well, yeah, but, like, meanwhile on planet Earth, some of us try and look for hands that are actually attainable. But yeah, speaking of hands that are attainable, one just went past that I wasn't even looking at, and pretty big chunk of change flying around. We've got an ace in this, and it's only 300, so sure, we'll give it a call. 7, 8, 9 is not really the flop we want to see. I mean, I guess 2 more hearts come up. I've got a good flush. Is this worth chasing? Like, I don't think he's hit this either. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Go on. I'm feeling silly. Do I? Because you could have an ace and a better kicker as the thing, but I think I'm pot committed now, so I'll just see. Ace 10, fair enough. Yeah. Wasn't expecting to win that one, but at that point I'm just paying 500 to like see what's in their hand. Which is not something you want to do too often, but occasionally, you know, occasionally it's good to see what people are working with and what they kind of bet with under what circumstances. Pocket sixes we'll call here. Like I say, the board probably doesn't look favourable on this, so it's not the worst hand for pocket sixes, to be fair. I could, like, half pot this and just see what happens. You might get two folds here. Was a bit much to ask, I suppose. Okay, now we just check from here. We've had our shot. We don't want to, like, rock the boat any more than that. Yeah. No, you got it. Ugh. Okay. Bit of an aggressive start to this one, but it's fine. We're still on, you know, still on a more than reasonable amount of chips. Amazingly not short stack because I haven't read the names for this yet, actually, but from going kind of left around, because I think I can read all of these, we've got Saku, Kamo, Nachu. Yeah, Nachu, that's his. Just sounds like someone sneezing. We've got, what is that? Ararai. Oh, Ararai-san, apparently. And, Tomato Z. The Tomato Z on the right. I guess Tomato Z, if we're pronouncing it correctly, but also, you know, Tomato Z. Because that's funnier. 7, 8. No, you know what? Like I said, we've had the aggressive start. We don't need to push things out too much. $2.10? Yeah, probably not either. Particularly not in this kind of a situation. Get a raise from Nachu, and I'm just gonna call, because like the whole Ararai-san thing is a bit of a mouthful, so I'm just gonna call him Arai-san for short. Or just Arai, actually. The san's a formality that can be dropped. At least when I'm speaking English. If I'm speaking full Japanese, then fair enough, I'll keep the san, but for now, we'll just analyze this hand instead, so, yeah. Okay, split it both ways, just going with the ace kicker, because, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think either of them would really hit that. Maybe one of them would hit a jack, but I think they would have bet it harder. Given we saw how Nachu pushed in a solid, like, you know, 2k on my bet. Admittedly, after I checked, so it could also just been to push me out, and maybe he's, you know, maybe he's God, but... Ooh. Okay. I mean, yeah. Textbook example of why you don't analyze your hands after the fact. Because this flop happened to come down, you know, king, does not make king 6 a playable hand. And in fact, if anything, someone's gonna be sitting here with jack 10 now. Or, you know, literally just a 10. Single 10. Which is very believable. Get a call here. Yeah, has the 10. Yeah, another good pot for Arai, taking him up over 30k. Meanwhile, back down here with 6 jack. We got. Ooh, call from Nachu, raise from Arai. I don't think I've got any business in here with 6 jack. I mean, if I don't with 6 king, I definitely don't with 6 jack. Let's look at it that way. I might have called something there, but hard to say. 8 ace in this position, I can maybe make something happen with. Like this could be, depending on what Tomato does, could be a min raiser, I'm thinking. Ooh, okay. Oh, we're going to see the 3 bet. No, that's more than the 3 bet. That's 3 and some change for reasons. Oh, it's over bet, basically. I think it's worth seeing the flop, at least, for, you know, that's essentially a grand. And the flop has treated us decently. Okay, let's check this, actually. Let's see what Tomato does. I don't want to overstate this one. Okay, bet of 1,200, which I'll call. And yeah, we'll check it again. We'll check it round. Because my only concern at this point is... Well, now my concern is, does he have a 5? But I don't think he would have bet this aggressively and had a 5. So if we ignore that, my concern is, does he have a better kicker than Nate? We'll take a little while and check. Just make it seem like I'm trying to bait him into something. Oh, he had kings. Okay. So yeah, there was reason on me betting a bit more, but because I thought, you know, him having a single ace could have been, you know, fairly likely, I wasn't going to put too much stock in my 8 kicker. Now, maybe that's me playing too conservatively, honestly. That's something I could do with, like, looking into, or maybe getting... I've always thought it would be nice to, because while I know a lot of the basics of poker, and I feel like I could be, you know, much like I want to teach fighting games on these streams at some point, I'd also like to teach a bit of poker. And while I feel like my intuition on the basics is fine, situations like that I would really need to have a look over, both myself and maybe with some other people who kind of know more about the kind of background probability and mechanics than me. But yeah, I guess, you know, if I ever do encounter such a fellow, or fellette, or whatever they wish to go by. Probably not fellette, sounds kind of grim. Yeah. Ooh. Rebet that. Yeah, if I ever do encounter such a person, then I've got these all on recording, so it'd be easy to go through with them. Unfortunately, I now also have the recording of me saying fellette, which is just weird, but you know, these things are sent to try us. Okay. But moving swiftly on from that and back to the game. On Nachu, gonna fold. I did manage to, while I was ranting about that, just take a small pot there. Puts me above 20k, which is always good. Oh, hello. Ooh. Good re-raise by Tomato. Or maybe they just had, like, God tier and they weren't gonna take a grand line down while they were in the lead. Queen Jack is something I can definitely call under the gun re-raise with. Oh. Do excuse me. My Discord just popped off there. Okay, right, so. Saku, we both agree that we have nothing here, right? Good, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Because your high cards probably beat my high cards. I don't have pocket pairs. Yeah, no, I just don't think this has been my flop. I think we let that one go. Camo, yeah, sorry. That in Discord really kind of threw me for a loop for a second there. I was trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. But yeah, back to the hand. We've got Camo on this 3-bet here. I think it'd be borderline me calling it with 10-9 here, but also particularly not because they'd be down to 6k, which means an all-in very likely. And then I might be just about willing to call, you know, the 3-bet there, but I don't think I'd be willing to go in 6k on the flop. Because, you know, that's a lot of my stack. 8 threes, nothing really to write home about, so we'll give that one a nice old miss as well. Tomato climbing back from where they were. 9 king. All right, we can make things happen with 9 king. We can 3-bet 9 king. Hopefully Camo doesn't all in me here. Oh, okay. That's rough. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'll half pot. Okay, yeah, they've slow played me here. No, you know what? I don't think they have it. I think this is no. I can't just bullhead into thinking they don't have it. Alright. Yeah, because I think they call whatever here, so we've just got to see what they've got. King Jack. Ah. Yeah. Maybe I could have bluffed him off it if I'd have just put my money where my mouth is on the Queen. That one felt like it might have been. That one was not felt like it might have been. How do I phrase that? There's definite room for interpreting that one as a misplay there. Ooh, clicked on myself by accident. Just yeah, I lost my bottle a bit with it, I think. Which now puts me at short stack as well, which is not by much to be fair, but you know, still kind of annoying. King 5, nah, well, no anyway, but also particularly under the gun, where it's got to get around, as I said, 5 other people. So it's not going to be beating out 5 other hands, particularly 3 of them who are willing to 3-bet. King 9-7 is the flop. Okay. Saku with the, what's that, like 3rd pot-ish bet? Called from Tomato, another 7. So we're essentially playing who has the best king. Or, who has the best king, so if anyone's got a king and a kicker higher than a 9, you're probably alright, eh? Call on King 3. Yeah, fair enough. Like I say, I wouldn't have played King 5 there, but King 3 suited, apparently fine to 3-bet on for Tomato. King is something we can probably work with unless everyone folds. That's a raise. Right. It's time to rock the boat a bit, I think. Okay, as long as we don't see any aces, we're fine. That's beautiful. That's exactly what we need. We're gonna just kind of very limp bet it here. I'm gonna try and tease every penny I can out of this. This is the hand where we win. I've got to just make sure I maximize the value. Okay, 1 fold. Tomato calls, and now we slam. We slam and pray they don't have a flush. Fuck. Well, no, I've got to call you. I'm already pot committed. Don't have a flush on me. Queen 10. Don't have a straight, don't have a straight, don't have a straight. Okay, we're good. Woo! Okay. For one, I was pretty sure I was going to win. That 7 of hearts really made me sweat. But, yeah, back to chip lead. It's a good day in the city. Tomato, also, I'm going to point out, not even really affected by that. Like, still in 3rd place overall. Like, absolute champion just shrugging that one off, given that was what, like a... I like, almost tripled up there. So it would have been, like, a 10k-ish loss. And still fine in, like, 3rd. Granted, just about 3rd. Saku isn't far behind, and neither's Camel. But still. You've got to respect, you know. You've got to respect the play. And also the attempt to try and push me out on the hearts bluff. Or, I guess the hearts bluff with the wraparound, straight to try and catch it. But, yeah. Unfortunately, you don't try and bluff out the short stack because they got nothing to lose. Like, they've only got, like, you know, what, a couple of grand left anyway. They'll just fucking go. It's like either they get into a nice position, like I have, or they're out of which they were going to be in, like, 2 hands time anyway. That's why one of the things I think I'm really bad at, and I think I've been bad at on previous streams, and I'm really seeking to get better at, is watching how much money the people after me have left in their coffers. Because if I'm going to try and 3-bet someone, but that 3-bet is like more than, you know, a quarter of, or more than about a half, maybe a third, someone's stack, depending on the player, obviously, that number will change a bit, but like, if I'm betting a significant portion of their stack, I've got to worry about them just turning around and all-inning me. Because, you know, I might be willing to play a 3-bet on something. Am I willing to pay, you know, like, double or triple that? Probably not. 4s. I'm just going to call on 4s, actually. This is a hand where I'm very much just looking for the other 4. Ooh, okay. No, you got that. 9-7 is a fold, particularly under the gun. And like I said, we're really in no rush now, because it's the people on, like, you know, 7, 11, 12k who've got to make the plays here. And, I can wait for Arai and Tomato to maybe, sand some of those down, unless I've got a really good hand. Although on saying that, Arai and Tomato currently in a bit of a scuffle themselves. 14k bet, followed by an all-in from Tomato. It's going down this hand. 8-6. Trip 6s, but with the ace kicker. They both made a full house because the board paired. Actually, ludicrous fucking stuff. Madness. The one out Tomato could have that saved them from just going from second to ruin. And the board paired and allowed them. Well, there might have been a couple of outs, just whatever else is on the board. But, yeah, I don't think I will call 12k with King 5. Don't think that's on the cards for me today. 3-7, also no. But yeah, the sheer madness that no one is out yet, particularly after hands like that. 6k is not something I can call on 3-7 suited. Saku? No. Alright. Nachu claws their way back up to 11k. 9-10. Again, 9-10. Sounds like a good, you know, min-raise 3-bettable hand. I don't really want to pay 8k for it. I'm gonna let Tomato potentially pay 8k for it. Yeah, and there we go. Exactly what I'm on about. Yeah, you might have called the 3-bet, but now look how much of a better position Camo was on now as well, and how much worse of a position Tomato is. Like conversely, like before, it was looking like Tomato was, you know, solid top 3. Camo was, you know, kind of really on one of their last hands. Ooh, 5 ace plays 10 jack on what might be Nachu's last hand. Unless he finds exactly a 10 or a jack. Nope. Doesn't quite make the straight either. So Camo now, I think, yeah, shoots up to second, just ahead of me. 7-8's going to be a fold from me under the gun. Saku with the all-in, got to get around 3 people. It's a ballsy all-in. Works, though. They don't all-in every hand, so the fact that they could be all-inning only on the good stuff is entirely possible. Queen King of Diamonds is playable here. We're absolutely not going to let you just call that. Yeah, no. Not when I'm on this. You're going to throw chips away like that? I'm going to quite happily receive them. Ooh, 3-bet. No. 7 aces, not dealing with that. Not dealing with that, which was designed to get around 3 people. We got the Friday night. Ooh, Tomato with the all-in. And I'm going to challenge them. Camel, maybe? Considering? Nah, fold, fair enough. Saku just staying well out of it, and probably wisely for this point. Think they're very much on the clock of find a good hand and all in it, or otherwise fold. Which is perfectly respectable. That's kind of a strategy for being the small blind. Or not the small blind, the short stack. Completely wrong terminology. Excuse me. It's one I resort to quite a lot, to be fair. It's the reasonably safe way to play. Hit Camo with the raise, Tomato with the fold. King 5. Against all-in. Yeah, no, I don't think I will. Anyone else gonna... Got a call from Arai. What do we got? 9-10 plays ace-queen suited. Ooh. 7-8, 9-10 jack. Oh my god. Saku made the straight. The amount of saves we're getting in this game. Like, I swear this happens way more than it should. Pocket 3s. Not even worth a call, really, is it? Because Saku's just gonna... yeah, no, it's not even worth a call. I'm not gonna spend 2.5k, which is a significant amount of my stack, to, like, poke the flop for maybe a 3 coming up. Tomato in for 11k. We're not going to challenge it on Queen's, Queen 6 of diamonds. What do we see from Saku and Camel? Both folds. Tomato with the 18k then. 10 king is playable. Let's see. All I am, Gonna min raise. Okay. That's scary. That's scary. So what are they realistically all in with there? I'm very tempted to let them have it. Yeah, no, I think I will. There's potentially reason for going in there, but I don't want a repeat of last game. And particularly since, like... Yeah. King 10, you know, gotta worry about aces, which means I have to hit a king or a 10, and then if they've got pocket, like, pocket kings is really disastrous, pocket aces is really disastrous. Entirely possible they've got king, better kicker. So the king is, like, very compromised in that situation. King 6 plays king 2. King 6 looking to win unless they can find exactly a 2. My dear God in heaven. Ow. Tomato out because of that. Camo now on 40k. Ace 8 is our hand, and we've got that 5 big blinds left, so fuck it, we go. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, we're in. Queen Jack, Ace 8. Okay, what's up, flop? 8, 9, 10 Jack. Balls. Yeah, and even the Queen wouldn't have saved me there because it would have made a full house for, Arai. Hey! Right. Still not doing brilliantly on these. I don't know what it is. I think it's just stream luck. I was under the impression streamers always got godlike luck, and, like... Granted, my win record isn't perfect, but it's not like I can't get, you know, I can't win games, get good games. Just, yeah. Some reason stream is just cursed. But, yeah. We shan't let that get us down. We shan't tilt because of it either, because if I start tilting, that's when I will start getting sixths. For now, we shall stay the course, queue up for another, and try and hunt for... Let's at least get, like, a third by the end of the night, shall we? Third or a second would be great. You know, I'm not even looking for a first. I mean, it would be nice. Wouldn't complain if it happened. But, you know, one of those would be good. Jack 9, Okay, this is ballsy, but I'm going to 3-bet it. I know 3-betting Jack 9, start of the round, against 5 other people, is kinda mad. Oh, hey, it's Dichi again. Oh, look, this is exactly what we didn't want to happen. Half pot. Yep, just sheer bluff. Take it home, run away with it. Move on. Jack King. Never mind. We haven't packed up quite yet. Raise to 500? Yeah, we'll call that. What we got? 9-7 Jack. We've got top pair. Gonna put a grand in this time. See if DG calls. That they do. Jackson 9s. Okay. We're gonna check and see what DG does here, actually. Because I want to know what they've got. They're willing to check as well, in which case I don't think they've got much, so... if this is a long play, congrats to them, but we're betting 2.5k. And they're out. Yep, they were waiting for something, and they didn't get it. Ace King. These are the banger hands I need. That's it. I'll get round to reading the names. I've just noticed Tomato Z on the left here as well, also just queued back in. Yeah. We're actually just going to call and slow play this Ace King, I think. There's no point raising now, because it'll just scare people out. Like, Tomato might be inclined to call, that's an extra 400 I can make here. Or I could do that. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful Tomato. It's not the best. I'll be real. But it's not the worst. We are going to half pass it. See what Tomato does. A raise makes me very concerned here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so what do we think? If it's jacks, I don't really have an out here. Or if it's a jack, I don't really have an out here. If it's pocket pairs... then if it's pocket... no, you know what? Fair enough. Just don't think the flop went my way. And I wasn't willing to spend another... however many K it was. To try and search for what could be a very few answers. Yeah. More for me for getting too excited about that hand before I saw the flop, I suppose. But still. You don't look at an Ace King suited and not think, this is the good stuff. But yeah, I suppose I should go around names, because I think I can name most of these. We've got Tomato Z again on our left, returning from last game. Michael number 1. Which begs the eternal question, is he the first Michael? Because wouldn't the first Michael just be called Michael? Why the 01 designation? Were there plans to make more of him at his inception? Mysteries upon mysteries. We've got Shiki up the opposite me there, meaning 4 seasons. I actually know that one. Dichi again, kind of top right on Deberu. And I want to say that's Jimushi? Or maybe it's Jitensha. Yeah, I want to say that means bicycle, but I think I might be mixing that up with another one. Flop is 10-9 queen. Good flop if you've got a jack. Or a queen, I suppose. But, yeah. Very quickly decided. A7, no. Part of me wanted to call that, but then part of me is realizing I'm in a few too many of these hands, I think. Because as I said, at the top of last hour, 70% of all poker hands are just not going to work. 979 is the flop. Damn, this one might have, though. Not that's a reason to go in retroactively. But, you know, something to consider. See, now it looks a lot shakier. Unless an ace comes up. And if that's the ace of clubs, I'm still a bit nervous. Okay. So. What? 9, 10. So Jack, King, or Jack 8 would work for the straight there. Or 9 and any of those other cards for a full house, because the board has paired. That is possible. What we're seeing here. Raise from Dichi, and yeah, no, I think I'll let her... I'm going to call this person on my right Jitensha, because I think that's bicycle. I know that's like self on the front, and the one on the right is round. I forget what the middle kanji is, but I do know it. So, like, I don't know, maybe it means like a pedal or something. I think that's what the kanji in Jitensha means. All in from Dichi. How's the bicycle going to react? They're going to react by calling it with pocket 10s and just cleaning them out. Oh, poor showing from Dichi, really, but happens to the rest of us. Like I say, you know, I know they didn't do brilliantly last game either after a pretty long game. The tilt is real. The tilt is real, and you are not immune to it. Raise from Shiki. Jack 4 is not what we can call that with. So you can pick up a little bit there. 18.5k left in our coffers still. Still, you know, very respectable amount. I mean, we were on a lot less last game. We came back to much more. So, all to play for yet. Ooh, Michael with the over-the-top, like, 4 times re-raise. Yeah, Tomato Z folds it out. Ooh, okay. Interesting play. What do we think here? I think min raise on the Jack 9. A call from Tomato. Fold from Michael and Shiki. 7, 8, 9, 10 Jack, yeah. So if an 8 comes, we're looking at that. Otherwise, we're looking just kind of Pot bet. Okay, so clearly trying to push me out of getting flushes or straights there. And you know what? It's the right call, because I'm not going to call 2.7k on getting specifically an 8. 6 queen is, yeah, kind of bad. Particularly under the gun. For those of you who don't know what that means, by the way, under the gun just means, essentially to the left of the big blind, so the first person who acts. It's normally a bit of a harder position because you've got to get round. Like, you have no information. Like, say if I'm where Shiki is, at least myself, Tomato, and Michael have acted before he acts. So he's got a little bit of information on what people are doing. When you're playing under the gun, you're playing completely blind, so you better bring your A game. Because if you bring something weak, there's 5 other chances for people to call it, as opposed to your normal, well, less than 5. Okay, I mean, if we're just, like, I'm pot committed here. 4-6 is a terrible hand, but it's worked. I've got a pair and almost a straight, so you know what? I mean, sure, I'll put in a grand. I'm feeling a bit spicy. And I was on the big blind as well, so if people are paying attention, they might take heed of that I've, like, might have found something here. The call from Michael and the fold from the other two. What's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I do believe I've got a straight. Let's put another 2k in there, shall we? See if Michael wants to bite again. That he does. Well, there's no flushes on the table. Like, the only way he beats me here is with 6-8. I say we take him to the cleaners. Let's do 7.4. Call from Michael. He didn't believe I had the straight, but I did in fact have the straight. Alright then. Up to a solid 30k, putting me in second, just behind Jitensha. Again, apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But yeah. So, not a bad start to game 3, really. We're sailing all right here. 10, 2, 3. Who all-ins on 10, 2, 3, Tomato? What are you playing at? I mean, Michael, there's only on 9 anyway. Really? Outrageous behavior. Jack 6 is not what we want to call that on. I mean, really. Okay, 3-way to the pot here. 3-way to the flop, sorry, I believe the phrase is. 9 Jack 3. 2 spades. So potentially some flush hunting, which people are willing to try and check and see. Yeah, so another Jack. So 2 flushes available, but also full house if someone's super slow playing stuff here, but 3 checks at the start makes me think probably not. Tomato's the first person to bet though, and I guess it's one of those times where no one had anything and it's just he who bets first wins. Fairly standard scenario. Particularly with, you know, as I said, aforementioned, keep tapping the 70% of all poker hands will fail sign. So yeah, sometimes he who bets first wins. And other times you try and do that, and then someone actually has something, they call you for it, and you get very nervous. Oh, Michael hitting the big bets here. Not scaring Shiki off, though. Michael's pot committed here. He should be all in, really. There's no point keeping 1.8k back. Shiki, do us a favour and just put them all in, will you? Because I don't want to wait around for him to... There we go. I don't think that's quite all in, actually, but it's close enough. Yep. He's really going to try and keep that 180 back, huh? There we go. 9 jack. Shiki only won that on the river. That's actually pretty rough for Michael, who is now out, leaving the rest of us here, all hovering around 30k. There's no real clear person who's behind. So this one is gonna go yeah, could go south very quickly for someone. We're gonna 3-bet Queen King here. Call from Tomato. 7-10-3 is not really what we're looking for, but I will... No, you know what? I think Tomato will call a half bet here, so I don't see any need to. Right, is that because he knows that I have folded here a lot? Because, like, I've got 2 overs. I don't think it's worth 5.4. Okay. Right. Lesson learned. We fold this one. And then, if that situation comes up again in the future, I think I do throw a little bet in there. Here we go again. Right, 3 king ace. Tomato's first to act. Right, let's see how you like it. Get a call. Oh, you did not hit the flush. I kind of believe that as well with the small bet, though. It's a very good line. No, I think I have to believe him. That's rough. That's rough. But yeah, the way he was playing there, like the just call the 3-bet, maybe with some decent clubs. Then have 2 of them come up. I try and push him out with 5. He calls. He finds it. He, she, they. Not actually sure the pronouns, but as we all know, if you've been around here for a little while, I'll just refer to anyone with any pronouns unless they've specifically told me. Not out of maliciousness, but just because it's just what my mental does. Okay. So we're a bit on the back foot now. A little bit on the back foot, but I think, yeah, I've still got a good number of big blinds in this. Right, can you fold and, like, bugger off so I can play against someone else? Nope. Okay. Okay, I was considering the call up to there, but no, not putting 8k into that. 8-8-7. Well, that would be 1 card off a straight, but yeah, I've got a gut shot that said straight. Shiki with 10k. Yeah, pulls it out the bag, apparently. Don't know what he had there. 5s, I think, into Tomato is going to be miserable here. Tomato has fully got my attention and control my mental here. I've just got to... I think once I can work a way to oust them, I can work the rest of the table just fine. But the problem is, with them being directly on my left, it's really hard to try and get bets around without them messing it up. Shiki going the distance on this one. Is Tomato going to make the call? Pretty sizable pot. thinking about it, does actually lay it down. Damn, okay. Right, 7 ace into a raise. You know what, no. I'm not in that much of a rush. I've got about 10 more laps of the table. I can wait. King 10. Yeah, go on. We'll give that a shot. Yeah, get a call from Shiki. And an all-in from Jitensha. Well, I'm not going to get much better than King 10, am I? But they have also done this all-in into 2. Yeah, I'm not going to get much better than that. I think we call. We call, we ride. 9's King 10. Okay, I've got 2 overs. 2 overs. Either of those 2 overs. Nope. Ugh. Ay, 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 ay. God. Oh, whoever's up there really is not on my side tonight. Right. I'm not going to lie to you, stream. I'm going to keep it very real with you here. No one is immune to tilt. Not even me. And I'm starting to feel it. So, I think I'll have one more game. Maybe make this like an hour and a half kind of stream tonight. And then, yeah, I think regardless of the outcome of this one, I'd probably better call it. But yeah, just, I think some quite rough spots, some quite rough games, and some, you know, hands I really needed to work out that didn't. Because you can play the mid game and you can try and play the rest of it as well as you could. At least in that game, there's definitely arguments for maybe calling Tomato a bit earlier there. Like, maybe I shouldn't have believed that flush, but again, the line was so convincing, is the problem. You know, maybe, yeah, maybe there were a couple of other hands before that I could have played better at that again, but that, all that essentially does is leverages my chip stack a minute, a little bit. I still think, you know, I probably would have called the all-in on King 10 there, and I still had 2 overs, and the board paired twice on numbers I didn't need, because of course it did. So, yeah. That call at the end I don't think was the issue, but I think it would have killed me anyway. The issues I could really stand to work on was, like I say, that kind of back and forth interaction with Tomato, because I definitely feel like he out-mentaled me there. But yeah. Moving on from that for now, because there's no point dwelling on it in the middle of another game. That's what we have replay watching stuff for, of which they have actually added a feature for it here, and I have one hand saved that I was quite proud of. But yeah. It's taking a little while to match us this time. I'm going to crack open some, oh hey, I've got a, what is this? Oh, cool. Sounds good. God, 72 tournament tickets. I should probably do a tournament on stream at the minute, actually, because they're a lot more long form. I've been in a couple before, done quite well on one of them. But yeah. Alright. New game. We are currently faced with, you know what, sure. Going from left to right, we've got Makoto-chan, Pin, Obun, I believe that is, Yuta, and Teyande. We do have the pair of aces here. Unfortunately, we are in a hand against 4 other people, and it is one of the worst aces. That being said, what would make this a lot worse is someone finding a flush. So we'll 1500 it and see what people do. Maybe I think, you know what? that's something else I could really stand to work on as well. My bet sizing tends to go to a lot of defaults, just like, oh, I am betting, so it will be half pot. Or, oh, I am raising, so it will be a 3-bet. I could do with varying that up a bit more. Like, sometimes I do min raises, but I do it more because that's just the given action. Like, the actual numbers behind it doesn't really cross my mind too much. We've got a re-raise here. I mean, yeah, this is another thing as well. It's like, I don't think I can really call that on ace 3. This I can 3-bet. Ace 9. Get the rest of the table. Well, I said the rest of the table. Actually, not even the rest of the table. 7-5-2 does nothing. Unless someone's got pocket pairs. I've got 2 overs and there's 2 people in. I'm inclined to call this. Now I need to get out. I'm not hanging around for another... yeah, not hanging around again. Let Obun and Taeyan fight over this one. Damn, bet raise. What on earth have these two guys got? Like, has someone been sitting here on pocket 7s the entire game? Or is Obun literally just pushing chips out? Ace 2. Of course. So actually, I'm kind of glad my ace didn't come up because I would have bet heavy into that and lost to a full house. Or at the very least a 2-pair. Am I allowed to have this hand work this time if I 3-bet it? I should have 4-bet it, really. And that one should have been a 4-bet. That was silly. Because I need to push people out and these 600 bets don't do that at all. Like, particularly after I've, played as I've played, everyone's calling me. And a jack's super lightly now. So I can't even really bet this too aggressively, because if someone calls me, I'm just like, yeah, fair, there's probably a jack out there. So yeah, we'll just check, we'll play it safe. Everyone checks this first round. 2 jacks, okay. You know what? Either someone's made trips, or I'm going to pretend that I've made trips. And even though I haven't technically made trips. Okay, so what's that then? It had better not be a flush. Go on then, hit me with your jack. There it is. Had to risk it. But yeah, really should have been a 4-bet at the start because jack 7 is absolutely a hand I could have pushed out if I'd have played a bit more aggressively. That was a poor play from me. Kings, okay. It's not that I'm not even getting the hands as well, right. The plan is to play super aggressively with this one if anyone stays in. Okay, you know what, maybe we'll play a little less aggressively. We'll just 3-bet. Which actually works in my favour in this hand. We'll wait a bit. We'll check. I don't believe they've got a 4, so I'm good to check. 7. Okay, now we'll just bet a little bit, act like we've got a high card. Question is, does Yuta have an ace and think they can out high card me here? No? Okay. Some chips back, but we are still down to 13k, which is the worst we've done so far. And we're down to 13k in spite of some pretty, like, premium, like, hole cards. Which is, yeah. Like I say, really, down to me as a player not playing these correctly. I 3-bet these. I'm pretty sure I 3-bet every single hand now, which I guess is a way of smoke screening my hands, but also, like, yeah, I would like, one of these to be able to hit some money. 8-7. I mean, you know what? I haven't not 3-bet a hand so far this game. Why knock an old tradition that's clearly well, not working, but why knock an old tradition? Let's 3-bet, see if we can pick up some blinds and, you know. Oh, you know what? I'm going to call that as well. Sure, suited connectors. Hit me with the flush or the straight. Or neither of those things, I guess. Yeah, we'll check fold to that there. Particularly if there's a call as well from pin. Don't feel I'm going to hit that. Okay, so the only way out for me now would be a 6, essentially. But even then, like, I would need exactly, like, 5-6 to come up for the straight to work. Or 9-10, I guess. Okay. Okay, I get it. The powers that be hate me tonight. I am just suffering over here. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm making the right calls based on the odds. And I've got to find solace in that. Other than that, this has been a real rough night. Officially now. Like, you get shown something like that after a string of, you know, fourths on hands that felt, you know, like they were winnable. I think I have decided that, you know, the stream is just cursed. Sorry. It's clearly not my fault, it's all your guys. I jest, obviously. But, yeah, it's... God, there's definitely something up with my luck in these streams. Ooh. That's a fancy all-in. Ooh. And what a time to all-in as well with the pocket rockets. Yeah, I don't think it was... I guess a 9 might have saved Taeyan on my right there, but yeah. They're now lower than me, which is an achievement. Right. Right then. Okay, we're calling that. I mean, not that having a hand hold cards has actually done me any good so far this game, because I've had plenty of them and none of them have really gone anywhere, but... Again, I feel like that, you know... How much of that is me just getting backed into a corner by the flop? How much of it is people, like, successfully reading me? Because one of my big weaknesses, I don't think I'm that hard to read. I play every game pretty much the same. Yeah, I'm down to check this. We all just want to chill. 3-6 makes a straight, but let's not kid ourselves. None of us have got that. Yeah, Taeyan checks. I think this is one of those he who bets first wins scenarios, so I'm going to try betting first. With a healthy bet 3k. Yuta folds, Taeyan folds. There we go. Correct read. Ugh. Even if I can't hit stuff on the flop, my luck is ass. At least I've got something. Puts me, where is that? Well, still 5th. No, actually 4th, sorry. Obun's lower than me now. Which is not good. But, it's also, you know, not terrible. 15k is enough chips to play with. Get lower than that, I start getting a bit antsy. Queen ace ace. So where was this flop? Last round her game. Where was it then? I mean, granted, I'd be a bit more miffed if it was a queen king king. Okay, straight potential, full house potential. If people are super slow playing it. Definite straight potential. Who's got that jack? Nope, we do see a king 9 there. Okay. Jack queen. And I think that's callable even if Taeyan goes all in there. And also because I'm on big blind, I get the most out of information. So where I was saying under the gun gets the least, big blind gets the most because I get to see what everyone else is doing before deciding what I want to do. For the small cost of half, yeah, well, I guess one standard bet or half a min raise. Yeah, you know, this is callable. I'll take a gander. Ooh. Okay. Hello. So, how much are people going to make me pay to try and get my flush? Is the question. What's Pin's bet? Looks like he's going to try and make one. 3K. Is it worth chasing for 3K? Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. He's only gone and done it, lads. Right, we all in. I don't really care if I'm going to try and, like, you know, maybe if by all in he thinks this is a bluff, but I don't think he does. Well, he's either cursing his luck or laughing maniacally right now. Only time will tell which one it is. That's a call. Yeah, no, he didn't believe me. He should have believed me. We're going to pick up a nice flush there. Up to 33k. Top of the board. Ugh. Finally. Got some sparks of life in this game. After what has been, I think, the worst start to a game all night. I think, yeah. No, actually, I tell you, that was probably last game. Was it last game? I don't know. I'll have to review the footage. Why didn't you tell me in the comments below which one you think my worst game was? Because they're all bad. Oh, I mean, at least this one's on the uptrend for the moment. Okay, particularly uninspiring flop, unless you have exactly what I have. But you don't make it past raises with 5-3, because why on earth are you betting on 5-3? King 10 suited is something you make it past raises with. Let's, wanna go. Tam might all in here? Yeah, okay. You know what? You're on. Take my King 10 suited and see what you've got. Jack 10, okay. As long as we dodge jacks. Just. Or if we can get a king. Is it me calling it out? Does that, like, jinx it? I'm genuinely curious. I mean, not the biggest loss in the world. I'm still chip lead. But, like, really? Chance to knock someone out there on a King 10 suited? Are we calling? I mean, alright, if that's what people are doing. Like, sure, I'll see if I can pick up a straight off 9 jack. I guess, but yeah, the problem is that. See how many other people call, I guess, because if, like, 2 or 3 callers on this, then I might still be in business. Just the one caller, though? No, don't think it's my day. Well, it's a big old pot. I would, in fact, have 9-10 Jack Queen here. So, an 8 or a king would be kind of great. Would I have called 4K here, though? No, and also there's now a flush on the table, so my straight might be null and void. Okay. Ooh, Queen 9 takes that. Yeah, Ace 3 finds nothing despite the aggressive betting. Taeyan coming back from 5k here, which to now surpass me. Gotta say, hats off to him. Much as I hated not knocking them out, I do also love to see that on the basis I have knocked them out, it's a full comeback story. Like, if you're gonna beat me, do it well. Makoto with the raise, and everyone except Yuta deciding to fold. 2-7 jacks the flop. Maybe someone's hit a jack. Other than that, uninspiring. Same here. Looks like we're betting on high cards now. Okay, pair of jacks, so yeah, still betting on high cards. Pretty sure Yuta's got an ace. And Makoto-chan doesn't. 7 king. Not under the gun. Again, like, it's not the worst hand in the world, but I don't want to, you know, have to try and run it around 5 people who could have better hands. Okay, yeah, king 10. Because, like I say, even if I've got a pair of kings here in this spot, you know, I've still got to beat, I guess, post-flop, it'd be 2 hands that could have king and something better. Was going to beat queen ace now. Pocket 4s does take it. Damn. It's a hell of a 3-bet. Pocket 4s on, like, UTG +1 position. That's crazy. The pocket 5s on big blind. If pin doesn't all in here, then maybe. Maybe I give a cheeky call. Yeah, for 2.2k with the chance of, you know, going pretty significantly huge. Okay. We're gonna need a 5. Really? No one betting anything. I'm gonna wait a bit and then check to make it look like I'm thinking about bluffing. Okay. Gonna check again. Someone's got a crack. Unless everyone really has nothing. But I refuse to believe that someone hasn't got. Oh, pin, I'm gonna need you to not fuck me here, but I'm gonna call this. Ace, king, ace, 10, 5s. Yeah, Yuto was with the Omega slow play. I knew someone had something there, but I didn't expect them to have literally the, like, best pair. 5k? Yeah, we call that on Jack Queen suited, I think. I think we call that. It doesn't fare the best on pairs, but straight and flushes. I say it doesn't fare the best on pairs, assuming he's got a king or an ace. Ooh, a call. I still think we call this. And then, oh, there's many of us. Just gonna check. Just gonna check. Hope for my other spade. Now, come on. Okay. Do I pay 7k to try and see it? No, just because it worked before doesn't mean it'll work now. And also they had the better flush, holy shit. Yeah. You know what? I think for the wrong reasoning, but I'm glad I got out. Yeah, pin now back up to 20k. Again, another game where just no one is going out. Right, Queen King. At least I'm still hitting some pretty good hands. Calls? No, we're gonna... I might 4-bet this. I need people the fuck out of this hand. Need people to leave. What are you calling a 4-bet with? That's terrifying. And we've got an all-in. Okay, well, I guess I have to all-in this, but, I don't feel particularly happy about it. Jacks plays Queen King. Okay, got 2 overs. There's 1. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Just don't give him a queen. Okay. Because I think a queen would have made him a straight. Right. There we are. 43k. I can just calm down and shut up for a bit. Oh. Bloomin' heck. That's, just terrifying, really. Oh, I feel so sorry for Pin. No, I don't. He's got trip queens. Does a 10 come up to save Makoto? No, it doesn't. The man never dies. Fucking shambling zombie of a poker player just keeps clawing its way in. God. Makoto now down to 5k. Will someone ever go out of this game? 5 ace is, like, actually kind of playable here, so... Yeah, you know what, I'll 3-bet it. I'll take a crack at taking Makoto out. And Obun, I guess. What are we feeling here, Yuta? I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try it. Jack King, Jack Jack, 5 ace. We're gonna need an ace. Never mind. Never mind. And a heart, maybe? No, that would be a lot to ask, to be fair. Yeah, Makoto with the full house. Oh, but still not out. Still on 3k. God. Ugh. There is no end. No one is allowed to die. This is, like, this is a weird reference, but this is literally the plot of Everhood. Great game, by the way, if you haven't played it. Kind of like, I was describing it to a friend. It's kind of like if Undertale and, that, like, Hatsune Miku rhythm game that, like, gets memed on for saying, oh, yeah, you can play it with only 2 fingers or something. But yeah, it's like if those two had a baby that, like, kind of took acid and then started asking a lot of very pointed questions about the nature of life. Also banging soundtrack. Oben won that while I was busy talking about Everhood because, boy, no one is allowed to leave this table. We are all actually chained in here. Like, the blinds are 2,500 and no one's out. This is unheard of. I will check this. I will try and search for a flush, but, like, I'm not really too invested in this hand. 6, 7, okay, an 8 makes me a straight. I guess maybe I'll try and search for that. I've got a pair of 10s. I don't think it's a very good pair of 10s, though. Not against 3 other people. Just gonna keep it cool. If 13k happens to roll my way, okay, that's 2 pair now, I'm betting. Hold this 7.5k for me. And if one of you has 10-9, I swear to God. Or like pocket 9s, I guess, or something like that. Yep, we call. Do you beat 7-10? Come on. Really? This table's a zombie the server. I know, right? Like, no one is allowed to die. How does... Oh, my Jesus wept. What the fuck is this table? Just please, someone. Jack Ace plays Ace King. Everyone's on bangers. I mean, oh, Jack Ace in the lead, particularly with the flush. Ace King makes the straight. At least someone's dead now, I guess. But the fact that they won on that, like, 4%, whatever the fuck it was, still annoys me. God. I'm practically foaming at the fucking mouth. Like, Jesus Christ. What the actual fuck is going on? Oh, God. You know, I may have shit games, but at least they're entertaining shit games. Oh. Because, like, Christ. Like, the blinds at max are 3,800. And one person is out. Like, everyone's on about 5 big blinds unless you're doing well. Yeah, 4% for 4 outs. Yeah, it's... Oh, for 1 out. Yeah, no, sorry, you're right. Yeah, like, God. I think in a weird twist of fate, like, I know 17k sounds and looks good compared to the other stack sizes here, but for like, I think as soon as I get a decent hand, I just have to all in. Because, I mean, maybe I'll make 3rd if Tian and Makoto-chan both go out here. I'll make 3rd by virtue of just limping in. Like, just, you know, having just run through an endless bloody minefield. You know, like, running on literally just, like, 1 arm that's only got 3 fingers left on it. Ace 8 plays the jacks and he's hit the ace. Right, do we see a jack? Because that seems like how this table's going. No, we see another ace, okay. Full house for pin. Tian is out. Makoto-chan, forced all in here. 8 king, I mean, it's not a bad hand. Yeah, I'll all in it. Maybe pin will, stay out of this. No, of course you won't. 2 ace. Ace 10. Oh, God. I've hit all the aces. And, of course, Makoto won. I should have stayed out of this. Because, damn it, now I'm 4th again. I really did that one to myself. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. As far as nights go where I've been trying to climb to stage 6, not great, really. Just a bunch of going in the opposite direction. God, yeah, honestly, just some, I think some truly profoundly cursed games. Like, I mean, what more can I even say? Just the length that last table went on for, the amount of hands that, like, I almost kind of came back on. You know, the couple of all-ins I made, like, you know, game 1, game 2, probably somewhere in game 3, although game 3 I think was when I started having problems with Tomato, which, again, mental, you know, good play by them. Something I need to work on, really, because I think they definitely nailed my style of play there, and I need to work on being more adaptive. Particularly since I'm streaming this, you know. Like, it's not hard for anyone to look up, you know, look me up and find out how I normally play, what my decision-making stuff is, given that I'm normally saying it all out loud. So, yeah. Stuff I can improve on. Sorry, Narasave, I don't have to listen to all that. I'll just take refuge in the shop instead for a minute. But yeah, so thank you all very much for watching this, I think we can all agree, just unequivocal shit show of a poker night. I hope you had fun. I mean, I certainly got some laughs out of it, as well as some tilt. I am going to go and do something to calm down now. What? I am not sure. I shall think about it. Maybe I'll just take an early night. Possibilities are endless, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Artorias Winchester, and still nothing on the outro front. We'll get there eventually. We'll get a production value at some point, once I've stopped losing all my money on poker. Disclaimer, by the way, I don't actually use money for any of this, and you shouldn't either, in my professional opinion, unless you're very, 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 very good at what you do. You know, gamble responsibly, or gamble with fake money, and the only thing that gamers value more than money, MMR points. It works for me, and hopefully I can establish the boundary between, you know, actually gambling with money and gambling with fake online points here to those of you who are viewing. Just in case, because I wanted to make very clear that the whole losing my money on this was a joke. Now, the part of this I lose my money on is the fucking gacha of new characters. I swear to God. Just wanted Oliver Sensei, and the lean second one. Yeah, anyway, I tell you what, I'll open this bag. Because I've kind of gone past where I'd normally do outro here. I should open all that stuff. Right. Thank you for watching. I've been Artorias Winchester. Still don't have an outro. Ta-ta and farewell.